This is Greater Media News.
Welcome to Greater Media News. My name is Zoufeerah Isah. Here are the top stories. The University of Ibadan has emerged as the best Nigerian university in both law and medicine, according to the Times Higher Education World University Rankings by Subject 2026. In the law ranking, UI and the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, made the 301 to 400 band, marking Nigeria's presence among 425 top global law schools. The assessments covered teaching, research, international outlook, and performance across constitutional, criminal, corporate, and international law. The Anambra State government has directed all categories of schools in the state to ensure full resumption of academic activities on Mondays, warning that non-compliant schools would be shut down. This development follows the move by the Soludo administration to end the closure of schools, markets, and businesses on Mondays over the sit-at-home originally declared by the indigenous people of Biafra to protest the detention of their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Anambra State government has now issued an executive order abolishing the closure of schools on Mondays over the sit-at-home, warning that any teacher and non-tutorial staff who fails to comply will either receive 20% of their salary or forfeit it entirely. A federal high court sitting in Ibadan has nullified the People's Democratic Party (PDP) National Convention held in Ibadan, Oyo State on November 15, 2025. Kabiru Tanimu Turaki, a senior advocate of Nigeria, was elected as the PDP National Chairman following a tense and highly controversial National Convention held in Ibadan. The convention, which drew delegates from all 36 states and the FCT, was marked by sharp disagreements over zoning, accreditation delays, and allegations of last-minute maneuvers by rival blocs. The court barred Turaki and others from parading themselves as national officers of the PDP. Nigeria's oil and gas sector has emerged as one of the largest contributors to methane pollution in sub-Saharan Africa, raising fresh concerns over public health, environmental sustainability, and the country's climate commitments. Data presented showed that Nigeria accounted for about 16% of sub-Saharan Africa's methane emissions between 2010 and 2020. The country also flared more than 5 billion cubic feet of gas in 2023 alone, placing it among the world's leading gas flaring nations. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control has resumed enforcement of the ban on the production and sale of alcoholic beverages packaged in sachets and small plastic or glass bottles below 200 milliliters. The agency clarified that it did not shut down any alcoholic producing company, but only prohibited the sale of alcohol in sachets and small containers, citing public health concerns. According to the agency, the widespread availability of high alcohol content beverages in sachets and small containers has made alcohol cheap, easily accessible, and easily concealable, contributing to rising cases of underage drinking, addiction, domestic violence, road accidents, school dropouts, and other social vices. The annual mosque maintenance donation program at Greater Tomorrow International College will be held this Saturday, 7th February 2026. The program is scheduled to start during the early hours of the weekend. Britain and France are considering restrictions on children and teenagers using social media platforms, following Australia's move to ban under-16s from accessing major networks. Supporters of such measures argue that urgent action is needed to address worsening mental health among young people. Australia last month became the first country to prohibit children under 16 from using platforms including Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. France is now debating legislation to bar under 15s from social media, with one bill backed by President Emmanuel Macron. It's time for entertainment and sports news. Favour Olorunfemi is standing by in our other studio. Good morning, Favour.
Good morning, Zoufeerah. Now on entertainment scene. Marvel Studios has unveiled the first teasers for the upcoming film Avengers: Doomsday. Longtime Marvel collaborators Anthony and Joel Russo direct Avengers: Doomsday, which will hit the theaters in less than 1 year. Now on sports. Tottenham performed a gutsy second-half comeback to secure a draw against Manchester City after being 2-0 down at half-time on Sunday. In other matches played, Manchester United defeated Fulham 3-2, while Arsenal beat Leeds United 4-0. Chelsea came from behind to beat West Ham 3-2. The Gunners have now increased their lead at the top of the table to 6 points. That's all from my end. Back to Zoufeerah for the rest of the news.
Thank you, Favour. And that ends this week's news production. On behalf of the entire Greater Media crew, I wish you all a wonderful week. I still remain Zoufeerah Isah. No press, no information.